Oh, nicely bowled once again, leaving the batter just at the last moment. That was a nothing shot coming in from Aryan Lakra, trying to go for a swinging shot on the offside and then stopping his bat just a little bit. Not a great idea against someone like Rohit Khan who can move the ball away from you. But again, I need to mention that this is not about the swing. Look at those figures. Sixth match today. Six matches, in fact, he's played before today. 14 wickets. Economy. Very good for a 20 over game as well. And average, just 6.36.
Pulled nicely towards the deep mid wicket, always in control. Waited for the delivery on the back foot and dispatched. First boundary for Aryan Lakra and first boundary for Dubai.
Convincing this time from Aryan Lakra. Coming onto the front foot, opened his body up and played it towards mid wicket, exactly where he wanted to play it.
Good start for Dubai. Not afraid to play those shots against Rohit Khan, Aryan Lakra, who was with the national side, which travelled to Nepal recently. Not in control, but what matters are the 4 runs. Thick outside edge, ball racing towards the third man region. Back-to-back boundaries for Aryan Lakra.
So swinging delivery once again. Look at that. Swung just a little bit at the last moment. Nicely bowled. Good length. Not in control. Runs is what matters in a T10 game. So he will take it with both hands.
Dubai is the only team who managed to score more than 100 against Fujairah in this tournament. They scored 122 but unable to defend the target thanks to Rais Ahmed. Brilliant knock of 83, helping Fujairah to get those 2 points. Up in the air. Good work by the fielder Salman Khan, keeping just down to a single.
Look at the wicket once again. This is a much drier wicket, and that is what Shoaib was talking about at the pitch report as well. And I think this is a wicket where spinners might come into play in the first few overs because it's very dry, it's very hot as well. It might grip just a little bit in the surface. So I'd love to see a spinner coming in to bowl up early in the innings here.
So concern for Fujairah is they have only one spinner, the left arm orthodox. Though they have got Zubair, the young leggy, I'm not sure whether the captain will be opting to give him the ball. It's a shorter format, but it's always good to try out a leg break bowler.
Nicely bowled back of the length. Oh, there was some disagreement about the running between the wickets. Eventually completes a run. And that is the end of the first over. It's a decent start for Dubai, 11 without loss. Shehbaz is going to come in to bowl the second over. He's been among wickets as well, and that's good to see also. 7 matches, 10 wickets. Economy, okay for a T10 game. 10.26. Average, very good again. Every 11 runs, he's picking up a wicket. So that is, those are very good stats for the bowlers here. Surprisingly, in a T10 game, you talk about the batters so much, but it's the bowlers who win matches, don't they?
Absolutely, and rightly pointed out to Faizan. It's a shorter format, but good to see bowlers bowling those tight line and lengths and been rewarded for that. Good start by Shehbaz, keeping it simple on the off stump. With change of pace. Able to keep this man quiet. 3 deliveries, just couple of runs for Ronak Panoli.
Yeah, brilliant talent, Ronak Panoli. That 6 he hit a couple of days back. Glorious to see. It was a similar ball that he hit that sits. That was a pickup shot. This time he missed out on it and missed out by the keeper as well. Good chase ensures that there's just two in it. It was off the bat, then off the pad. 2 runs given by the umpire there. So Shehbaz has started well on the first two deliveries. One on the offside. This was not a great delivery. But Ronak Panoli couldn't capitalize on it.
So waiting for the signal, whether it's from the bat or from the pad. A chase by Rais Ahmed, and good job done by Rais, saving a couple of runs for his team. There was a fumble from the wicketkeeper, Zishan Abid. Once again, not offering room and width, Shehbaz to Ronak Panoli. The good thing for Dubai is they're rotating the strike, both Aryan and Ronak.
Absolutely. Basics of cricket still prevail even if it's a 10 over game. You need to rotate the strike. If one player is going slam bang, you need to give him the strike as much as you can. And I think Aryan has come out all guns blazing, already 2 fours to his names. So it would be good to see how Ronak plays because that's his role usually in the team.
He has got a couple of starts in this tournament, but could not capitalize on it. Ronak Panoli, and good to see he's trying to spend some time on the wicket. It's Aryan Lakra who got those couple of boundaries in the previous over against Rohit Khan. A decent start, I would say, for Dubai. Good news is they have 10 wickets in hand, 14 on board, keeping things tight to Shehbaz.
And again, across the line a little bit, but in the gap. And that is what is important. 4 more.
It's good to see Aryan Lakra getting those boundaries. Was dropped in the previous match. He's making a statement here. Was in the slot and nicely played. Always in control. Rolling his finger, Shehbaz, missing the line, and full advantage taken by Aryan Lakra.
Certainly well spotted there, Mudassir, because this is the third time in 4 balls that he has bowled a slow delivery. Edged, taken, easy. Aryan Lakra will have to go back here. So the first blood is drawn for Dubai, and it's Shehbaz, the experience of Shehbaz getting the wicket here.
Couple of slower deliveries. We were talking a couple of deliveries ago. Rolling his finger, Shehbaz this time surprising Aryan Lakra. That back of lane delivery, a quicker delivery, thick outside edge, and excellent catch taken behind the stumps by Zishan Abid. The first wicket falls for Dubai. It's the man who was getting them the runs. Aryan Lakra departs to making 13 of 7 balls. It's 18 for the loss of 1.
So Shaurya is the new batter who's coming out to bat for this young Dubai side. Aryan Lakra started really well, but just couldn't capitalize. Last ball of the over from Shehbaz. Nicely blown, slow delivery once again. Quick running between the wickets. And a fumble ensures it's an easy run to end the over. It's 2 gone. 19 for the loss of 1. Umair Ali Khan comes into ball, and that was an edge. I am 100% sure that was an edge there and dropped by the keeper Zishan Abid.
It's not the first time in the tournament that Zishan has dropped a catch in the bowling of Umair Ali Khan. Smooth run up. Leg cutter. Thick outside edge. Survives Shaurya.
That is what he needs to, and this one keeps a little low. Loud appeal coming in from Zishan Abid, trying to redeem himself here. There was nothing there. And I think his foot was also firmly planted, although the umpires are going to go and check it.
The on-field umpire taking the help of a TV umpire. The first delivery, thick outside edge, catch has been put on by Zishan Abid. And the second delivery, it again using the fingers, back of the hand, keeping it low, not in control. Good work by Zishan Abid. It will be a close call.
I think it is firmly planted in his crease, although he dragged it out just a little bit. But Zishan Abid just a little late there. And that is what you do as a keeper, no? You've just dropped a catch. You try to make something out of nothing, and that is what Zishan Abid was doing here, though. A good start from Umair Ali Khan. First ball, Nick. Again, back of the hand, slower delivery, and this one kept a little low as well. This is what Shoaib was also talking about when he was talking about the wicket. We'll take a look at it again. The umpires are satisfied, I believe, and the game can begin. So 19 for 1 after 2.1.
This is where the experience comes in, Faizan. The experience of Umair Ali Khan, the captain of Fujairah. He has read the surface very well. Not giving that pace. Bowling those gentle medium pace, off cutters, leg cutters. A good start by Umair Ali Khan.
And nicely bowled again. He's bowling more like Anil Kumble right now. You know, bowling at pace, bowling it flat through the back of the hand, and just trying to contain as many runs as he can in his first over. He's been successful in the first 3 deliveries, though. Started very well. First runs of the bat against Umair Ali Khan.
This has been the good thing about this bowling lineup of Fujairah. So the first over going for 14 runs. They were managed to pull the things back here. An excellent over from Shehbaz. Follows up here by Umair Ali Khan. Cut hard. Poor effort by Hamid Khan. Excellent work by the young Zoeb Zubair. The slide comes in. Couple of runs for Ronak Panoli and Dubai.
Very, very elegant slide coming in from the fielder there. Good to see that commitment in the field. It's around 41 degrees Celsius out there right now. Very, very hot day in Dubai. Ronak Panoli has had a C-date start today. He's been very calm, going at a run a ball. I want to see when he unleashes himself. Does that change the fortune for Dubai once again to the same fielder? Nice work done again. So only a single. Oh, they have taken 2 here. Good running between the wickets. I thought it was just a single in that.
This is the advantage when you have young legs in your team. Running hard, taking that first run quickly. Though there was a fielder station at the backward deep point. Hamid Khan, a poor throw. And excellent running between the wickets by these two. Ronak Panoli and Shaurya. It again, couple of runs for Ronak.
Way outside the off stump, if you ask me. And the umpire calls it. So an extra run added to the total here. Still a very good over coming in from Umair Ali Khan. He's given away just 6 runs in his first over. Mind you, a catch was dropped on the very first ball by the keeper. Nicely bowled into the surface. This time we saw bounce and some turn as well on that slower delivery. That ends the over. A very good one for Fujairah. 7 runs off it. It's 26 on board for the loss of 1. Emirates D10 2023. These are the broadcast and streaming partners. Fan code ARY Zap and A Sports in Pakistan, both broadcast and digital rights. CricTracker, YouTube for the rest of the world, and Sports High for Facebook for the rest of the world. It's an ITW, Prodigy, and TPT 360 production. Live from the ICC Cricket Academy, Dubai. Fantastic facilities here on the ground as well. It's always lovely to sit here and watch the proceedings of a game with trees on one side and huge buildings on the other. So it's got the best of both worlds. Change in bowling once again. Haider comes into bowl here. Spin into the attack for the first time for Fujairah. Although, if you look at Umar Ali Khan, the captain, he was bowling as a spinner himself. There we go. Left arm spin introduced. Nicely bowled. That's a very slow, sedate start from Ronak Panoli. Normally, we don't see him like that. Is there a change in the approach or a game plan? You know these boys better, Mudassir. So, what's your take on it?
He has been a very aggressive batter. But last couple of innings, he's taking some time, spending some time, trying to go big, down on one knee, misses the line completely and strikes. Yet again in his first over, the left arm orthodox Haider getting better of Shaurya Singh.
A very good ball once again. Bowled on length, grips the surface, moves away from the batter, going across the line of the delivery. Not a great idea. Up early in your innings, especially. Shaurya Singh goes without Shaurya here. 27 for 2 after 3.2.
The fall of Shaurya Singh. It's captain Safir Tariq coming in. 7 innings, 88 runs. Strike rate looks good, 149, but he needs to work on his average. Need to score those runs for his team. Safir Tariq will be facing Haider Ali for the first time in this match.
Oh, beauty. What a delivery. What a ripper there. Quick delivery outside the off stump, ripping off the wicket. Well, Shoaib did talk about introducing spin in the first few overs, and it's working out for them.
It's rightly pointed out during the pitch assessment by Shoaib. It's a dry wicket and the spinners will get some help. They get some purchase from the surface. And for Dubai, instead of planning for 110 or 120, go for 90 or 100. They have good spinners in their armory. Nilansh Keswani, Rahul Bhatia, always among the wickets. Ronak Panoli can bowl those couple of overs. Misses the line completely. Brilliant bowling, brilliant take by Zishan Abid. Asking the question here.
It's very close, Mudassir. From the naked eye, I felt his foot was in the air. They'll go to the third umpire here. They'll check the replays. I think it might just be touch and go. I have a feeling that Ronak Panoli might have to go back to the pavilion here.
Excellent delivery. It's in the air. Brilliant work by Zishan Abid. Lightning quick behind the wickets. In no time, dislodges those bails. That's the end of Ronak Panoli, I reckon.
Certainly got that feeling that his foot was in the air. Rather than dragging it back, he was trying to put it inside the crease. And that's not a great thing for a batter. It takes you all the more time to get your foot up and put it behind the line rather than drag it back in. The umpire, all focus on him. Ronak Panoli, huge wicket. They haven't given it yet though. We're still waiting for the umpire's signal. In fact, the umpire has signaled and he's given him out. So Ronak Paroli goes. This is a disastrous start for Dubai. But Fujairah are on a roll. 3.4 overs, 28 for 3. That is the score right now. New batter out there in the middle for the last ball of the over. And beauty once again. Oh, what an over this was from Haider Ali. Literally unplayable. 2 wickets and 2 runs in this particular over. That concludes it. It's 4 overs gone. Dubai reeling under pressure. 28 for 3. Four overs gone. Captain Safir Tariq has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. In comes Zumair Ali Khan once again. Nicely bowled. Very slow through the air. And only a single. He gave away just 6 runs in that last over and 2 from the over before this. So only 8 runs have come in. And they've lost 3 wickets.
Good comeback after going for runs in the first over by Fujairah, especially the last over from Haider. Perfect line and length and fetching him a couple of wickets. Finding it hard to get those boundaries. Dubai batters, 2 new men in. The good news for them is Mayank and Safir, they'll get around 30-35 balls to play between them. They can get around 50 or 60 runs in those balls. They'll be in a good position, Dubai.
You were making a very important point, Mudassir. We'll get to it right after this delivery. Cut away, nicely done. Into the gap. There's a fielder at sweeper cover. We'll get to it. Another good bit of fielding. So 2 runs added to the total. You were talking about the fact that they need to revise the target now in their minds. And it is a very important aspect of a game, whether you're batting for 50 overs, for 20 overs, 10 overs. You need to set those small targets. You need to think about the next 2 overs and revise your target accordingly. And that shows match awareness. So they need to revise the original target. They were thinking maybe 120 down to 95 to 100 runs here. Slogged. Nicely done. Straight to the fielder though. Another single. So if they are going for 100 runs from here, I don't think they can make it. So they need to revise that target.
Absolutely, and these 2 batters knows how to get the runs for the team. This has been the problem. The leg cutter yet again going across the line, misses line completely. Wicketless, but look at the economy.
Again, beautiful delivery once again. Yeah, so Rashid was there at the toss when they were talking about it, and we'll get back to it again after this delivery, as Rashid is going to come and take over the mic from Mudassir and I. In fact, it's going to be Shoaib Ahmed and Rashid Mohammed right after this, and he'll tell you exactly what the captain told him at the toss about the number of runs they wanted to score. 5 overs gone. Dubai in trouble.
5 overs, 34 for 3. Thank you so much, Faizan and Mudassir. First 5 overs definitely belong to Fujairah, and especially the spinners of Fujairah who've done a wonderful job in restricting the flow of runs for Dubai. Rohit comes in. First ball, big swing from Mayank. He's the man for Dubai who can take them to a decent total. And Rashid, what is a decent total on this wicket?
Well, the captain Safir did think that 80 odd runs would be a good total. This is a slow wicket, like you mentioned in your pitch report as well. Has got that extra bit of dry grass, which will help the spinners, and they've got a lot of spinners in their arsenal. So I think 85, 90 runs is what they were initially targeting, but I think they'll have to reduce that slightly even more now. They'll probably have to look at somewhere around between 75 and 80 runs, because this wicket is playing slightly differently, slightly difficult for the batters.
Yes, and I think the batters would also want to plan according to the dimensions of the ground. There is one area that they can expose, and that is on the offside of Mayank Chaudhary now. But if they can use the other end, since they both are right-handers, and try to target the shorter side of the boundary, that's where they can get runs. But I think Fujairah has done well. They've used the spinners from that end who are bowling it away from the right-handed batters. Meanwhile, another big hoink towards the cow corner from Mayank. Gets two, and he's been wonderful, Mayank, in that previous game. Almost won the game for Dubai.
Oh, absolutely. This has been a very good approach from Team Fujairah when you say that they have made sure that they don't bowl the bowlers from the right ends. They've certainly really taken that out of your textbook. And both Rohit Khan, Numairat Khan has been very aggressive in his approach towards the game as well. He's used his bowlers really well.
Slower delivery. That one's been hit and hit well. That'll go all the way for a 6. One poor ball from Rohit, and that has been hit cleanly by Mayank for a maximum.
What a shot that was. That was all power. He didn't get it from the middle of the bat. Look at the power he got. Read the slower delivery, and that was a brilliant shot.
It's just got enough contact with the bat, Mayank, clearing his front leg and playing it straight down the ground, not trying to play it across. That was the key there, because the boundaries are bigger on the onside. Important 6 runs. Oh, that's another clean hit. He's hit towards the bigger part of the boundary and won't get it over the ropes. In fact, Zohaib Zubair takes a good catch, and that will mean that Dubai lose their man in form.
Oh, this is the kind of wicket where you can't go and play your shot so freely. And that's a mistake Mayank made on that particular delivery. Rohit Khan, that was a good delivery from him, persisting with that length where he invites him, entices him to go for that big shot. Doesn't get a good connection. That's been taken well by Zohaib Zubair in the field. Another wicket down for Team Dubai. They're really falling behind now. 11 of 8, 1-6 in that innings from Mayank Kumar. 44 for the loss of 3. Farooq Mohammed, the new man for Team Dubai. He'll be up against Rohit Khan. 4 wickets down with the score at 44 in the 6th over. Rohit Khan. He's gone for some runs, but he's got some wickets as well. That's a big appeal. Big appeal. I think that was really close. Pitched maybe outside leg stump, but well, definitely worth a shout.
Oh yes, very close, I felt, to that leg stump. We'll check that in the next over. 6 overs bowled. It's 45 for 4. Hafiz Almas, the new bowler in. Another seam bowler. No Zubair yet. Chipped in the air by Farooq. He's off the mark with that single. Umar Ali Khan at extra cover. .46 for 4. Emirates Red have beaten Fujairah yesterday. I think that is a big surprise. And overall, Emirates Reds have actually impressed one and all with their performance. Fujairah would want to come back to winning ways today after losing and dropping that game yesterday. And they have started off well in this match. Short and wide and not the best of deliveries. They are going for that extra run off the misfield. In fact, they'll get 2. And Farooq Momand, he's very quick between the wickets. Are they looking for another one? What's happening here? This is just comical. You don't need to watch a comedy movie. Just watch this ball and you'll laugh your guts out.
But they get to their 50 with that running between the wickets. And eventually, there's a 4 runs. So wide and 3. They get to their 50 with that 3 runs. That was a wide delivery. Eventually, these will be 4 runs, 1 wide, and then look at that. They took 3 runs while running between the wickets. Farooq Mohammad, like you mentioned, is really quick, and he got that opportunity, went for it, and made it quite easily at the end. So excellent running between the wickets. This is what they need. They don't need those big shots. They need risk-free cricket at the moment. They need more of like 7, 8 runs and over.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Rashid. You just need to keep running between the wickets. This is not an easy wicket to bat on. Those singles and doubles will be just fine right now. And in the last 2 overs, if they have wickets in hand, they can try to get 20 runs. But they need these 2 men out to be there in the middle for them to utilize those 2 overs.
Absolutely, and both these men can bat. A slight delay. Hafiz Almas probably asking for the magic spray. Yeah, the physio is just going to make his way to the middle. 51 for the loss of 4. Now, Team Dubai, they need to make sure that both of these batters, they stitch a partnership for the next 2 overs at least. Get about, in those 2 overs, if they can get about 14 or 15 runs, that'll take their total to around the 64, 65. And then, like you mentioned, the last 2 overs, go for 20 runs, take it to 85, 90 runs.
Yes, and I think the message has to come from the management, from the coaches, Fahad Al-Hashmi, Mr. Amin Tariq as well. Farooq, beg your pardon. Salman Farooq is also a part of the coaching setup, very experienced. So they've got the right men who've got the right brains as well. But that message has to go out loud and clear.
Right then. Physio making his way out. I think he's done his job. That magic fray really works. Safir Tariq, the captain, Farooq Mohammed. These two are very quick between the wickets. And with that intake of fluids they just got, I think they'll re-energize themselves now. So that plan, I think, should be what they should be targeting now. Almas Ayub, he's given away 6 runs in 2 deliveries, so they can target him as well. Away outside off stump once again. Those extras will help Team Dubai.
Yes, this could just be the over that they could get some extra runs. They've already got 5. They've got 5 runs already in the form of wides. So they definitely want to make this as a good over. And they can do that without taking risks. They've already got extras. Even if they take singles, doubles, 1 odd boundary, and they will get 10-12 runs. So need to bat sensibly. Another wide will be called a wide. So Hafiz Almas is just not getting his groove, getting his rhythm. And this is going to be some important runs for Dubai.
Absolutely. This is the kind of over they were looking for, and now with the way it's going in Almas Ayub under pressure, they can convert it into a big over. That 10-run, 12-run over we were talking about at the end. Now this can be that over as well. If they can get to about 63 odd runs in this over, that can really help them to get to 90, 95 at the end of the innings, which can prove to be a big total. Oh, that's a slower delivery. That's gone up in the air. Not in control, but that'll run away for a boundary. So the good fortune continues for Team Dubai in this over.
Yes, and there comes the odd boundary we were talking about. Not from the middle of the bat, but doesn't matter. These are such crucial runs, vital for Dubai. It was a half-hearted shot, a half-baked shot, but they got full 4 runs for that. 53 on the board in the 7th over. Still 3 more deliveries to go. If they can get to 60, 62 in this 7th over, I think it's a job well done.
Oh, absolutely. Get to 65 runs in this over, I would say, because Almas Ayub will be under pressure. So they can make full use of that. He's gone for that, so that swivel down towards the mid-wicket. Will only be a single, but this is what they need to do. They need to make sure they keep rotating strike. One of them has to take the aggressive role and probably get one more boundary here. With 2 deliveries to go in this over, Almas Ayub giving away 13 runs already. He'll be under a lot of pressure. And I feel Farooq Mohammed is one player who can really toink the ball hard. Almas Ayub once again. That's a short delivery. That's been pulled towards the same region once again. And will only be a single. So they've gotten around 14 runs in this over. This has turned out to be a very good over for Team Dubai. Probably that momentum changing over they were looking for. And with 3 more overs to go after this, they can probably target that 90 runs. Last delivery, it's going to be Almas Ayub. He hasn't looked at his best in this over. That's drilled down the ground towards long on. Will only be a single. And 60 on the board after 7 overs with 4 wickets down. Dubai, they've got 3 more overs to go and probably 30 more required for them at least. Haider Ali to come in. What a brilliant over. He bowled the first one. Just 2 runs and a couple of wickets in that. Starts off well. Slightly short. I think he can afford to pitch it up to the batters on this wicket. The ball is turning square, and with the kind of action and with the kind of turn he gets from the wicket, I think he'll be very destructive.
The slower he bowls, the better on this wicket, I feel. He'll get some turn, grip, revs on the ball, put his body, pivot. So yes, there you go. Trying to push his body into the ball and trying to get some turn off the wicket. Will only be a single. This is good bowling from Haider so far. And this is the over where they'll have to be very cautious.
And I think all the spinners will need to take note of this wicket. And the variation they'll need to use today is slow, slower and slowest.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. The slower kind of delivery. And I would want to see all the spinners that are available for Dubai to bowl today. So they've got Aryan Lakra, Ronak Panoli, Rahul Bhatia, Mohammad Farooq Moman. So they've got 4 spinners who they can use to their advantage. Maybe more.
Yeah, I think Haider Wasi Shah can get those leg spinners in as well.
Let's not bowl fast bowlers today on this wicket and
Yeah.
see how you can do.
Agreed.
What you can do.
I think you're right.
There you go. Slower delivery. It's been played in the air. Again, a mistimed hit. Rais will give it a chase, but the ball will win the race. So not a bad delivery. And again, the luck continues for Safir Tariq. That could have gone anywhere, but it's crossed the ropes for 4.
A much needed boundary for Team Dubai. They won't mind those. But I think the intention is right from Safir Tariq. When the ball is spinning square, you need to make sure that you get your sweeps and your cuts out. You need to try to get as many runs, and this being a 10-over format, you'd want to make sure you get your gaps in. That's a good delivery. Excellent delivery from Haider to end the over. This has been a superb spell from the left arm orthodox. He's giving away just 9 runs, picked up a couple of wickets. Beautiful bowling. End of over number 8, 67 for the loss of 4. Well, that's the bowling card for Team Fujairah. Rohit Khan, he was expensive, the fast bowler. So like you mentioned, the fast bowlers have gone for some runs. Shehbaz Ali picked up a wicket as well. Haider Ali, the spinner, the only spinner in that lineup, and look at his bowling stats. 4.5 runs per over, picking up 2 wickets. That does really relay back to your point, Shoaib, at the pitch. Well done.
Thank you. And Umair Ali Khan can also be classified as a mid spinner fast bowler. Does not bowl too quick, but is not also a big turner of the ball. He was also economical in his approach. 2 overs, 13 runs. Shehbaz meanwhile comes in to bowl fuller delivery. This one's been played towards the long off. I think now they've got that advantage that they've got pace on the delivery, and also the shorter part of the boundary is on the onside. So they might want to swivel across, try something different in the last 2, especially in this over, so that they can get that shorter boundary to their advantage.
Oh yeah, this can be a blessing in disguise for Team Dubai, with the faster bowlers coming in and towards the shorter part of the ground. One of these players need to make sure that they go big against Shehbaz Ali. Try to put him under pressure. Get that, probably that scoop or that big shot towards mid-wicket we were talking about. And for that, they will need to make sure they play as late as possible. They can't afford to play away from their body. This wicket doesn't allow you to get good connection when you play it away from the body.
Yes, and we've seen in modern day cricket, Rashid, that players do shuffle a lot. Even the balls outside off have been played, swept towards backward square legs. So I think they should be trying to do something like that. There you go. Goes for it, Farooq Moman, and gets enough connection to get it to the fine leg region. Good ball from Shehbaz.
Right on cue there. Well done, Shoaib Ahmed. You've been reading the game well, or the players' minds rather. One more run added to the total. Now 71 on the board. They were looking at 80, 85 runs. So I think they got that part right, where they got the target set after looking at the wicket. But now it's going to be up to their bowlers to come out and bowl out of their skins, actually. With so many spinners in their arsenal, I think Team Dubai would be looking more comfortable. I think even if they get to those 85, 90 runs, 3 more deliveries to go in this over. Safir Tariq, the captain, back on strike. He's on 19 or 15. He'll go for that big shot, plays it down the ground, gets a good connection, but straight to Nasir Faraz, who does well. Will only be a single. So they're not able to get that elevation. They're not able to get under the ball, which has been a problem for Team Dubai.
Yes, and that is partly because of Safir losing those 4 wickets. He's not sure whether he's got enough batting left, so he's also not playing his shots freely. He's in two minds whether to hit the ball hard or not. I think he just needs to leave all that behind. This is a good catch. a very good catch by Umar Ali Khan. And there you go. There goes the dance.
That was an excellent catch. Running backwards and taking it over his head. The intention was right from Farooq Mohammad, but once again, another batter not able to get that timing right. I think this wicket will be very, very difficult for the batters. That was a good delivery. But excellent catch. Look at that. Getting his hands right over his head and making sure he hangs on to it. And then the celebration. The Umair Ali Khan special comes out. 5th wicket down for Team Dubai. Farooq Mohammad run a ball 7 for him. 71 for the loss of 4. Bro, तुम ही start करोगे हाँ? Presentation है तुम्हारा. Presentation or toss? Next, फिर next किसका है presentation toss? मेरा या तेरा? तेरा है. हाँ, next तेरा है. Well, that's an excellent delivery. Abdul Malik plays it down the ground, the left-hander. He's somebody who can really use that long handle. It's going to be the end of the over with that single. A good over coming in from Shehbaz. He picked up a wicket in that one. 9 overs done, 73 for the loss of 5. One more over to go. Can they get about 17 odd runs in this? We'll just have to wait and watch. Maiko, watch it, earn it, own it. All the sports content for Pakistan and Middle East will be available on this app. Meanwhile, last over of the innings coming up. Team Dubai, I think they're about 15-20 runs behind what they were looking at. But this over can certainly change that. Abdul Malik on strike. He's faced 1 delivery. He's scored 1 run. Almas Ayyub will bowl the last over. He's given away 15. So a perfect opportunity for the left-hander. And he's got that shorter part of the ground towards his onside. Down the leg side. The problem continues for Almas Ayyub.
Yeah, I think I would have gone with Abdul Malik over Farooq Mohammad in terms of the batting order. I would have pecked him up. With that left hand, right hand combination, you could have used both the ends, both the sides of the wicket all the time. I think Dubai has missed a trick there.
Oh, certainly. I think they started well. Aryan Lakra and Ronak Panoli, left hand, right hand combination. But then you're right. I think Abdul Malik should have probably come in place of Farooq Mohammad. Slower delivery and nothing short. He's going for that run. Safir Tariq wanted that single. No match awareness whatsoever from Abdul Malik. He doesn't know where he was. And a dot ball.
I think that's good bowling from Hafiz Almas. I think the slower delivery foxed him, and he had no clue. Didn't expect that. Didn't know where the ball was. Played all over the delivery.
Yeah, I think Safir Tariq needs to walk up to Abdul Malik and tell him this is not that kind of a wicket where you can just slog from the start. You'll need to make sure that you get a connection, get the single. Let me take most of the strike. Once again, missing out. And they cross through for a single.
This is much better from Hafiz Almas. I think he's now understood that the slower deliveries is the way to go about it. Wouldn't be surprised if he bowls another slower delivery to Safir Tariq, especially if he can bowl it way outside off, make him play towards the bigger part of the boundary. I think anything less than 80 and Fujairah will feel that they have done really well to restrict Dubai.
Yeah, with 4 deliveries to go, they would definitely want to get to at least 85 now. 4 deliveries, 10 runs. If you take 2 runs on every delivery, you can still get 8. And an odd boundary here and there. That can probably get them to the runs you were talking about. Not a good connection coming in from Safir Tariq straight to the fielder. And I'm surprised to see they haven't used Zubair Zubair in the bowling lineup for Fujairah.
Well, to be honest, I am shocked. Not surprised, but shocked. If there's any wicket in the UAE that warrants a spinner, it's this one. And they have a quality spinner in their ranks and they haven't used him in this game today.
Well, I would probably use my fast bowlers as spinners.
Well, Malik is doing just that. In fact, Hafiz Almas, he's trying to use that slower delivery to his advantage. This time sprays it down the leg side. Setting up for a big hit, Abdul Malik. .77 on the board. 85. Can Dubai get to 85? 3 deliveries, 8 runs.
Yeah, quite possible, I feel. But they'll need to get an odd boundary here or there. Or tries to shuffle across, doesn't get a connection. Will be a leg by, I think. That's a good delivery from Almas Ayub.
Yeah, this goes to show that Abdul Malik, we all know he can bat, he can hit the ball long, and he's hit quite a few sixes. But this again testifies to the fact that it's not easy to come out and bat and start hitting from ball number 1. And that is why I've heard that teams in the T20 cricket or franchise cricket have requested for a special net area in the ground where the batters can actually go and hit a few deliveries before they go to the center of the wicket and start playing their innings. Which I think is a fair call, because it's never going to be easy for batters to straight come from the dugout and start hitting from ball number 1.
The 2 more runs added to the total. You're absolutely right when you say that it gets difficult for batters nowadays with different kind of wickets and with so much cricket going on. They would want to make sure that they have a look at the wickets before they come into play. Meanwhile, I think this makes your point even more valid now, because Safir Tariq is one of the best timers of the ball. I've seen him timing deliveries at the worst wickets that for batters, but today he's also struggling to get his timing right. 80 runs on the board. Will those prove to be enough for Team Dubai? Time will tell, but I think they've done a slightly good job with the bat. From the way they were losing wickets, they were at 44 for the loss of 4 at one point. But Farooq Mohammad and Safir Tariq made sure they got a small partnership going and took the total to 80 runs. One more delivery to go. It's going to be the captain, Safir Tariq. Goes for that scoop shot. I think that's a good intent, but slower delivery not helping his cause. And Rais Ahmed does well at fine leg to make sure they don't take more than a single to end the innings for Team Dubai. One more run added to the total. 81 is what they got in their 10 overs for the loss of 5 wickets. And now it's going to be Team Fujairah who will be requiring 82 runs.
Right, so a half-hearted performance from Dubai. I think they would have wanted to get to 90. Safir Tariq and Abdul Malik, the 2 men walking out. That's how the first innings panned out for Dubai. They scored 81 runs, bulk of them coming from the bat of Safir Tariq, scoring 24 of 19, 13 of 6 for Aryan Lakra, Ronak Panoli scoring 11, and Mayank Kumar, well, he couldn't fire today. Had he been there till the last over, they would have reached 90 for sure, but not to be.
That's a look at the bowling card for Team Fujairah then. And as expected, the spinner is doing really well. The only spinner who was used, Shehbaz Ali, picked up 2 wickets. Rohit Khan picked up a wicket as well. But it was Haider Ali who was the pick of the bowlers. 9 runs in a T10 game in a spell of 2 overs. And picking up 2 wickets, absolutely wonderful to see. I think the only thing Fujairah needs to be wary of is the extras they've given away. 12 of them. And that can come back to haunt them in the second innings.
Let's look at the first innings and the highlights of the first innings. It was a good start from Aryan Lakra and Ronak Panoli. They hit some boundaries earlier on in the innings. Aryan Lakra did manage to get a few clean hits of the fast bowlers, but then this edge, and that was the first wicket to fall. And then the spinners came in. This was a double wicket over for Haider, getting 2 wickets in that same over, and that dented the run scoring for Dubai. Safir did manage to hit a few boundaries on and off, but then Mayank also falling cheaply. Safir, the captain, leading from the front in terms of the run scoring, was there till the end. He assessed the conditions but just couldn't accelerate in the fag end of the innings. That was a brilliant catch from Umair Ali Khan, and there goes the customary celebration from this character. 82 is what Fujairah will have to chase in 10 overs. It's going to be a cracker of a game. We'll bring the live action after a short break. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to ICC Cricket Academy, Dubai. It's Dubai taking on Fujairah. Winning the toss, Fujairah invited Dubai to bat first. Good comeback, I would say, by Dubai after initial struggle. Ronak Panoli making 11 of 10 balls. He struggled throughout his innings. Aryan Lakra was looking good, made 13. Some contribution from captain Safir Tariq, 24. Mayank adding 11 runs and extras helping them. 12 extras conceded by the bowlers of Fujairah, helping them to post that 81 on board.
That's the bowling card for you. Rohit Khan, 2 overs, 21 runs, picking up a wicket. He's a very good bowler, the leading wicket taker in this tournament. Shehbaz Ali, what an over he bowled. 2 overs, 14 runs, picking up 2 wickets. Umair Ali Khan bowled some decent overs in the middle as well. But Haider Ali was exemplary today. 2 overs, 9 runs, and picking up 2 wickets in a 10-over game. Hafiz Almas sprayed the ball all over, and it's the wides column, the extras column, because of him, is up to 12 and gave away runs at 10.5 apiece. So it was the spinners and the slow bowlers that were working on this wicket. We'll have to wait and watch the approach coming in from Dubai for defending this smallish total of 81. I believe, Mudassir, they're still around 10 to 15 runs short.
I must say that I differ on this, Faizan, because they have good spinners. If you talk about the bowling of Dubai, 81 is like 100 because they have a good fielding unit. If they bowl wicket to wicket and let the batters make the mistake, they're in the game.
Yeah, certainly point conceded there. Because this is a very different wicket to what we have seen in this tournament already. Rais, the leading wicket taker for Fujairah. Right now, leading run getter for Fujairah right now is actually going to be on strike. So that's the stat for you. 82 runs required in 10 overs. Now 81 required in 9.5.
He will be the key. Malik, and they made the change in the top order. No Hamid, it's Rais and Salman. Goes big on the back foot and finds the boundary. Just waiting for the confirmation. Is it a maximum, Faizan?
What a shot. What a pickup shot. Flat, hard. Oh, it was going all the way. Right from the word go. Right when it impacted the bat. Let's take a look at it again. It wasn't a bad delivery by any means, mind you. But look at that pickup shot. Very quick hand movement as well. Brilliant shot to start with for Rais. First ball 6. And down the ground already. Drilling it down the ground, in fact. That's 6 and a 4 in 2 deliveries that he has faced till now.
Positive approach by Rais Ahmed. The first ball going for the maximum. The second ball he faced, dancing down the track. Power generated. No chance for Aryan Lakra at mid-off. Quick lightning outfield, helping Rais and helping Fujairah to get 4 runs in their kitty.
And on either side of the wicket. One ball he waited for, the other he created that shot. Brilliant start for Rais. Nicely bowled. Into the stumps. This is the mix-up. Directed. Ah! This would have been a disaster had he struck directly. Good bit of work coming in from Abdul Malik though.
Brilliant ball, and on the follow-through, putting the dive, yes and no between the two batters. Oh, he misses the stump as well as Shami maybe. The big man, Shami maybe out there.
Yeah, that's the umpire for the day, Shami maybe. What athleticism by the fast bowler there though. 11 of it. Under pressure, Abdul Malik. Nicely bowled, slower ball. Nicely played. Good bit of fielding. Great cricket all over.
Putting that extra effort, Mayank. But good running between the wickets. They have taken that single. After a good start, Fujairah provided by Rais. Second time they're facing each other in this tournament. The first encounter, Fujairah chasing a total of 123 thanks to Rais Ahmed making 83 unbeaten. A loud appeal. Impact, I think it was outside the leg. An easy call.
I think it landed outside the leg stump as well. So yeah, certainly an easy call. You'll have to take a look at the replay there. Look at that. Landing well outside the leg stump. Impact outside the leg stump as well. Cannot be given out. So that concludes the over. It's 12 without loss after 1. Alright, so Nilansh Keswani is going to be the bowler bowling from the other end. And I think they were better off to start off with a spinner here. They've seen how the wicket is behaving in the first innings, and Heather Ali, the damage that he has done. Oh, Nilansh! If he can replicate that, this game is on. He has already picked up a wicket on the very first ball here. Salman, that's got to go, and a nice jig coming in from Nilansh Keswani. Maybe for Umair Ali Khan there.
It's a payback time from Nilansh Keswani. Right on the money, the first delivery. Sharply coming into Rais. He has no clue. Brilliant delivery by the youngster. Strikes on the very first ball. Big blow for Fujairah. Run machine Rais Ahmed has been promoted up the order. The first wicket to fall for Fujairah.
So Nasir Faraz is the new batter coming out to bat. And Nilansh is going to be hot to handle here. Nicely bowled once again. Kept a little low this time around. We saw how disastrous for Dubai Heather Ali was in the first innings. Look at that. Oh, beautiful delivery. Coming in sharply. What drift. No feet movement. He got him twice on the same delivery, by the way. Because had it not crashed into the stumps, he was leg before the wicket.
Absolutely, and good to see Nilansh surprising Rais Ahmed. The arm ball coming sharply into Rais. It's a new man, Nasir, off the mark with that single. Was there an edge on the back foot trying to cut? Put down by the wicket keeper, Safir Tariq.
Again, the ball not bouncing as much as expected. And this is why you need to bowl spinners on this wicket. Shoaib has been calling for it right from the word go. Nicely bowled again. Straight to the fielder again. Mudassir asking Shoaib in the background, in case you missed out on this, to get me something for the kind of praises I've been heaping over him. Thank you, Mudassir, for that, because I've been telling him for a long, long time here. That's the end of the over. Only a single and a wicket from it. Brilliant start for Dubai here. Emirates D10 2023 broadcast and streaming partners, fan code of course, ARY Zap and A Sports in Pakistan for both broadcast and digital rights. CricTracker on YouTube for the rest of the world. Sports Eye on Facebook for the rest of the world. And it's an ITW, Prodigy and TPT 360 production live from ICC Cricket Academy in Dubai. One of my favorite places to be. ICC Cricket Academy. Wonderful facilities for players. Great cafes as well in the back. Shoaib maybe can get us something from there, Mudassir.
So Rahul Bhatia, yet another left-arm orthodox spinner, is among the wickets for Dubai. Good tactics by the captain Safir Tariq. Good time to have the spinners bowling from both the ends.
Kept a little low once again. Only a single this time around. This we have a match on if they bowl like this, the Dubai unit. And again, point conceded when Mudassir was telling me that 80 odd was actually a good total on this wicket. Well,
Not only
certainly.
cold coffee, but you'll be getting a donut as well.
This is up in the air. It's straight up and oh, nobody could get to the ball here. That would have been disaster for Fujairah. Once again, let's take a look at the replay. Going against the spin, getting a top edge, and just the fielder could not get there. Unlucky for Dubai.
Brilliant piece of bowling by Rahul Bhatia, building that pressure on the batter. Trying to improvise there. Luckily, still out there, Salman Khan, but they're finding it hard even to take those singles.
Good move by Dubai. And this is where Fujairah were lacking. They used only a single spinner in their attack. Nicely played. There's a fielder at sweeper cover. Will do the job. A very good start for Dubai. They've picked up a wicket and they're applying the screws as well.
Talking about the bowling of Fujairah, you need to trust your bowlers as well as the captain. Making Zohaib Zubair get this game, but not using him. Meanwhile, a wide from Rahul Bhatia. He was among the wickets for Fujairah in D50. Zohaib bowled brilliantly, but captain Umar Ali Khan not trusting him in D10 format. An excellent over. Just 4 runs. Unlucky, I would say, Rahul Bhatia not getting that wicket of Salman. 3 gone, 17 for the loss of 1.
We were talking about getting some goodies. We genuinely got some great goodies from Radiant Star Restaurant, the official food partner. Brilliant food. Thank you for all your services. Our tummies are really happy in the combox.
Absolutely, some delicious food has been provided by Radiant Star. Now they're in trouble, not getting that start here in the power play. Excellent piece of bowling by Nilansh Keswani continues.
Nicely bowled in the air, in the gap. Only a single. Hard-earned single there for Salman this time around. And of course, both these bowlers, at first you'd look at them, you would see left-arm bowlers bowling in tandem. You'd think no variation there. But these two are very different kind of bowlers. Nilansh can dart a few in. Rahul Bhatia gives it air like some perches. Look at that, darting it in once again. Inside edge and a single again. Singles won't harm Dubai. That is for sure. So we're going to tell you what happened on that wicket. The first one from Nilansh Keswani in that last over. And I totally loved the jig. Umar Ali Khan would have been proud of that jig.
Plate laid. Excellent shot. Clever piece of batting. Waited for the delivery. Up in the face of the blade. And 4 runs. Much needed boundary from the blade of Salman.
Yeah, nicely played. Waited for it. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Let the ball come. Play it late. This is what you need to do on a slowish surface. Very well played. Using the pace from Nilansh Keswani. So both Rahul Bhatia and Nilansh Keswani are very different kind of bowlers. And it would be great to see the way they are bowling. Turn this one away. Good variation coming in from both the bowlers. Fujairah. They have lost a wicket. Runs are coming in. And if they can put enough pressure on Dubai side, they might get a couple of boundaries here and there. And they are in the game. Slog coming in. Not a good looking shot from Nasir. Only a single. Good bit of fielding. Another very important point of difference between these two units, as Mudassir was pointing out some time back, that the fielding is exemplary for Dubai. 4 overs gone, 26 for 1. This is the floating power play has been taken here, and that too in the 5th over. And there's a change in bowling. You're talking about how Rahul Bhatia and Neelansh Keswani were definitely complementing each other. But there's a change in bowling. Shahid Nawaz, I think, is the man who's been given the ball here. Good idea, Mudassir?
Oh yes, and they have opted for the floating power play. And you have two medium fast bowlers, Abdul Malik and Shahid Nawaz. And Shahid Nawaz was excellent last night, getting a couple of wickets and bowling those tight line and length. He'll be the key. And the options for Dubai captain Safir Tariq in the bowling, they do have the leg break bowler Farooq. Aryan can bowl. The spin left arm orthodox bowler Ronak Panoli. So quite a few options if we talk about the spin bowling for Dubai.
And I think it's a good idea. They want to get rid of that floating power play first. Put some pressure here. Maybe if they give away 10, 11 runs of this particular over, they'd be happy, the Dubai unit. So they're taking that risk here. Shahid Nawaz coming into bowl.
And an interesting fact, throughout the tournament we have seen the floating power play, it's not the batters who got the advantage. It's always the bowlers getting those wickets.
Well, yeah, because that is the kind of mindset that the batter has. No, this is my over. I need to make it big. And this is where the bowlers capitalize. So it's a double-edged sword, which is what I love about this 10-over format.
And talking about Shahid Nawaz, 6 matches, 4 wickets, economy of 10. Smooth run up, good release, cut hard over the cover fielder, 1 bounce, 2 bounce, a boundary in the floating power play from the blade of Nasir Faraz. They need to capitalize on this floating power play, Nasir and Salman.
Poor delivery, short and wide, waited for it again. Intently played in the air. Nicely done by Nasir Faraz. That's some way to take off the pressure off your own batting. So 30 for 1 after 4.2. Looks decent for Fujairah because they're not chasing a very big total. But a good couple of overs for either side might change the game completely.
What was he doing, the fielder? Rahul Bhatia. They need to put that extra effort.
Yeah, we were just talking about the fact how good Dubai is in the field. Not a very good example of that one. He was going around the ball rather than coming to it. So always looking for the defensive option. It would have been a difficult chance had he got there as well. But still, you need to go for those chances. Because if you let them lose, both Nasir and Salman can hurt you a lot.
A thick outside edge. Just clearing that short third man. No chance for Malik. Lucky boundary for Salman. More runs for Fujairah.
That's what we were talking about, no? Double-edged knife, the floating power play. Edged, not in control, poor shot away from the body, head falling over. But there was just no fielder there. Up over Jaiditya's head and goes to the boundary. Lucky for here for Fujairah. And they're looking good in this particular over now. 4-1-4 already in the first 4 deliveries. Good couple of balls remaining. Oh, what a pickup shot. Beautiful. It was 6 written all over it, the way he hit it. Just a shimmy down and picking it up on the leg side. Beautiful shot. That's the over we were talking about. That has changed the complexion of the game here. 6.
They were in trouble before this over, but good utilize of the floating power play using the feet, and look at that shot. Power generated using the wrist. Though there was a fielder station at the deep square leg, clear him with ease. Salman, a maximum. An expensive over continues by Shahid. 15 runs already leagued in 5 deliveries.
And I loved his swag at the end of the ball. I think they should look for Mayank. He knows how to find those balls. Every single time a ball goes in the hedge, Mayank is the man to do it. And I think Rahul Bhatia is doing that. He's calling Mayank to help him out.
But he forgot it's the daytime.
He does it better in the night, isn't it? In that last game under lights, he found the ball just like that. Well, Mayank is in no mood to actually go look for balls here. So the fourth umpire comes out with a new set of balls. Fujairah looking good now though. 41 for 1. After 4.5. Exactly the same amount of runs required in exactly the same amount of deliveries now. 31 balls, 41 runs. Game on, Mudassir?
Oh, absolutely, and they have taken that advantage of the floating power play, especially against Shahid Nawaz. This will give them an edge to play those overs of spinners. Still, I believe if they can get a couple of wickets here, they're back in the game, Dubai. Because the problem for Fujairah throughout the tournament has been their batting.
I think it was a gamble taken by the captain here, bowling Shahid Nawaz. Last ball of the over. Oh, poor delivery. A very expensive over from Shahid Nawaz. He's completely lost the plot.
Safi Tariq just missing the trick and completing the quota of Nilansh Keswani. He bowled brilliantly. He has finished his quota. So opting for Shahid Nawaz. He could have gone with Abdul Malik as well. He bowled that brilliant over the first over.
Last ball played down for a single. Quick running between the wickets. And that concludes the over. There's going to be a change in the com box. It's 5 overs gone. 43 for 1 for Fujairah.
Thank you, Faizan and Mudassir. Tafa News, one of our sponsors. Now it's going to be Farooq Moment to come in. It's been a turnaround of events for Team Fujairah. They were looking like they were struggling after 4 overs. The last over has definitely helped them in terms of those runs being scored. Starts off with a single. And I think they missed a trick here, Shoaib, bowling those fast bowlers. I think they've got enough spinners in their ranks to have probably got them in.
Yes, Farooq Moman, definitely one of them. big swing from Salman. They're appealing for it. Safir can't believe it. He thinks that it has landed on the foot. It has, but has it landed directly? We'll have a better look from this angle. Looks very close to that foot and the shoe.
Yeah, that was very, very close. I think Nasir Faraz should consider himself very lucky. That was a good delivery. 38 required of 28.
We are talking about how Dubai has faltered in terms of their bowling changes and whether they should have bowled with the faster bowlers or not. Meanwhile, this one's been played by Salman. In fact, it was Nasir. There you go. Again, that appeal. I think it has hit the foot and the ground at the same time. That's what, and it's not very conclusive as well. Meanwhile, a big swing. So we are talking about how Dubai has not chosen the right bowlers at the right time, but you have to give credit to Salman and Nasir, the way they have batted. It's a 10-over format. They know it's not an easy wicket, and they are scoring almost at a run a ball or more. So they know that it's not a wicket where they can play their shots freely. And I think this is a job well done from Fujairah batters. They've adapted well to the situation.
Goes for that sweep. Gets a top edge. That's running away towards the boundary. Lucky boundary coming in for Salman, but he's trying to use as much luck as possible to get those boundaries in. 4 more runs added to the total.
Yeah, you can't be bowling on the pads to Salman. That is one thing that we've learnt of his batting. He's very strong on that offside, on the onside, especially from that square leg to the fine leg region. That's where he plays and scores most of his runs. So you can't be bowling him there. You need to be bowling him somewhere around the off stump. Again on the pads, and that has barely missed the stumps. For a moment I thought it's going to crash into the stumps.
The excellent delivery to end the over. Dot ball. 33 required of 24. 49 on the board after losing 1 wicket. That's the batting card then. The sole wicket to fall is Rais Ahmed, 11 of 5. Salman Khan is still there, 24 of 16. Nasir Faraz, 12 of 15 for him. They've still got quite a long list of batters to follow. So good bowling line for Team Dubai. They've just given away 2 extras. Rahul Bhatia comes in. That's a good delivery. Dot ball to start with. And that's what they need to do. They need to bowl a lot more dot balls. Because now they can't pick up all 9 wickets. They'll have to somehow restrict the flow of runs. I think this over will be of prime importance for both the teams. This can probably lead to the fate of the game. And Rahul Bhatia is a very smart bowler. He'll probably try to keep it away from the right-hander. Like you said, both of them are very strong on the onside. And once again, bowls it towards that off stump. Played across the line towards long on, and will be a single. So Team Dubai now, they need to make sure they get in a couple of overs where they don't give away more than 3-4 runs. And that can really add up to the pressure. If towards the last 2 overs, Fujairah are to require 12 or more runs in those 2 overs, that can really put them under the pump. Way outside off stump. Will it be given as a wide? I think that dynamic crease was used by Salman Khan.
I think way too wide from Bhatia. Again goes wide. And that one has been hit cleanly. That's a very good hit from Salman. Nothing wrong with the delivery, just too full. But Salman pouncing on that length and just launching that towards the long on for a mighty 6.
Yeah, I think Rahul Bhatia is too predictive now. He realized that Salman, that he's going to bowl outside off stump, but I think that length was too full on that occasion, allowing him to get under the ball and hoik it for a maximum. That's very important. 6 runs coming in for Team Fujairah. That required run rate almost 7 now. Rahul Bhatia comes in once again, gets a thick outside edge. That's running away towards the boundary. Will be 4 runs. So the fortunes is just turning towards Fujairah now. 10 runs coming off 2 deliveries, and that too against spinners. That will give them a lot more confidence. Not where he intended to hit that, but they won't mind those runs coming in. 61 on the board already. 82 runs is what they're looking at. And they've got 3 more overs to go after this 2 deliveries. Away outside off stump, and Fuller as well. Straight to the fielder, takes a good catch. Farooq Mohammed dives in and picks up an excellent catch to dismiss Salman.
Well, you needed that wicket. You needed some effort. And Farooq Mohammed, he's an excellent fielder. Will not miss out, and that has given them that breakthrough that they needed. Salman was taking the game away from them. But this is again persisting with that line outside off has paid dividends for Rahul Bhatia. Expensive over, but a wicket in this one. Salman Khan walking back after scoring 34. It's 61 for 2.
Hafiz Almas, the new man to come in. Now it'll be slightly difficult for somebody like Hafiz Almas or any batter to come in straight away and goes for those big shots. He'll need to make sure he keeps rotating strike and feed more strike to the senior partner at the other end. Oh, he tries to go for that big shot. Once again, doesn't connect. And that can be a problem. End of an over for Rahul Bhatia. He's picked up a wicket in that. 7 done, 61 for the loss of 2. Powered by sponsor fan code. And this D10 goes for that googly. That's a fuller delivery played up Ishley. And that's gone all the way for a maximum. What a shot coming in from the young Nasir Faraz. Absolutely wonderful to see.
Well, it is a turning wicket, all right. It is assisting the... It is the turning wicket, all right. It is assisting the spinners. That's fine. But you need to allow the ball to turn after it pitches. It's a full delivery in the slot. And regardless of what the wicket is, the kind of batter is out there in the middle. Nasir, he's not going to miss out on those. Poor delivery, poor start from Farooq.
I tried to bowl that googly first up, but the length was too full. That's a better delivery, but an excellent shot coming in for Nasir Faraz.
Will be a single. Hafiz Almas being sent to bat at number 4 for Fujairah. 14 needed of 16. The equation is easy. Cuts it for a single.
Yeah, now it looks very easy for Team Fujairah. Those maximums really helping their cause. I think that's the power play over. That's where things turned around for them. And now with 13 required of 15, these two need to play sensibly. That's a fuller delivery once again. The helicopter comes out for Nasir Faraz. Plays it well. One bounce. But I think Team Dubai are themselves to blame with the kind way the wicket was playing. I thought they would have used more spinners in their attack. The fast bowler should have been rested today, I feel. Goes for that big shot once again and straight to the fielder. So that's what the spinners can do. We were talking about how good spinners we can be on this wicket. And Farooq Mohammed picks up another wicket. Third wicket down for Team Fujairah, but I think this is a little too late now for them.
Yes, the spinner Farooq getting the googly in. Slower delivery, hit straight to the fielder. And Mayank takes a very good catch. So Hafiz Almas stay at the middle. He was there for a staycation. Very short time. And now he's back.
Hamid Khan, the new batter. One more delivery to go in this over. That's a little too full there from Farooq Mohammed, and they come back for a couple of runs quite easily at the end. 74 on the board after the end of over number 8. 2 more overs to go and 10 more runs required for Team Fujairah. Aryan Lakra, the new bowler to come in from the ICC Cricket Academy end. With 10 more runs required, I think this should be a walk in the park for Team Fujairah. Nasir Faraz is really set there, 21 of 20 for him. Oh, bowled him. What a delivery. Absolutely wonderful. The arm ball coming in from Aryan Lakra and picking up a very, very big wicket in the context of the game.
Well, yes, the walk in the park has not gone too well for Nasir. He'll have to walk out of the park now. That was a beautiful delivery from Aryan. Just the perfect start from the left-handed bowler. And I, again, ponder on that question. Why wasn't he brought in earlier? 72 for 4. Nasir Faraz walks back.
Umar Ali Khan, the captain, making his way with 9 required of 11 deliveries, 10 rather, of 11 deliveries. That's an excellent delivery from Aryan. 10 of 10 required now. So run a ball, and I think another wicket here, and that can really put pressure on Team Fujairah.
Yes, I agree. But it's just one hit away. That's the whole point now. They are just one hit away from victory. 1-6, 1-4, and they'll be back in the game. And there you go. He bowls a wide.
Yeah, not a very good delivery from Aryan. He'll just need to make sure that he bowls it on the stumps. That variation we were talking about, the slower, slowest. That's what he needs to use. That's an excellent ball. That's what they need to do. They just need to bowl straight, and the ball will do something on this wicket, and the batters can create trouble for themselves. 9 of 9 required, so it's going neck to neck. Umair Ali Khan yet to get off the mark. Tries to go for that big shot. Straight to the fielder. Will be a single. They're just going to go for those singles now.
Yes, they will want to keep it going, the scoreboard ticking. Straight down the ground. 2 should be there for the taking. No, they'll settle for 1. Umair was slow off the blocks, and hence couldn't go for the second run. So he too wanted to keep the strike as well, I feel, and that's why he was not very eager to take that second run.
Yeah, now 7 more runs required. 1 more delivery to go in this over. So 7 runs, 7 balls. This is getting interesting. It'll go to the last over for sure. Once again, drilled down towards long on. Farooq Mohammad does well, will be a single. Umair Ali Khan will keep strike for the last over. And on the last 6 deliveries, Fujairah would require 6 runs. Right, then last over, Abdul Malik to bowl that over. He gave away 12 runs in his first over. Now, Shoaib, do you think this is a good move from Team Dubai? They do have Ronak Panoli in their arsenal who can bowl those left-arm spin. But they've opted for Abdul Malik, so interesting choice.
And he starts off with a wide. I don't think this is the right choice. I think overall, the bowlers have not been used in the optimized manner. They could have used Aryan Lakra early, and then he could have bowled the second over as well.
Well, optimized is the right word to use. And I feel, I was talking before in the mid innings as well, that even the faster bowlers should bowl spin. Well, that's been played upishly in the air. And that's gone all the way for a maximum, and that should seal the deal for Team Fujairah. Didn't take them much. One delivery in the 10th over, and they've done the deed.
Oh yes, what a way to win the game. And again, it's Umair Ali Khan scoring those winning runs for his side. So Fujairah back to winning ways after dropping a game yesterday against Emirates Reds. They are back in the hunt to finish in the top two. And the good form continues not only in this season, but Fujairah have been a champion side through the history of D Series. And today they've shown why. They are such a consistent side. They've got the experience. And they also have the ability to adapt to different conditions. That was the winning shot again from Umar Ali Khan, hitting it cleanly, and the fast bowlers didn't have a role to play today. Dubai, well, they'll first feel that they had not scored enough runs on the board in the first innings, and then in the second, they've just not been able to get the right bowling combination working in their favour. So Fujairah winning this game, and the first game of the day belongs to the men in green. 83 chased in the 10th over, the first ball, and they win by 6 wickets. Salman Khan scoring 34 of 19. 21 came from Nasir Faraz, and in the end, Umar Ali Khan hitting those winning runs for his side.
There's 5 extras conceded by Team Dubai that showed it was a disciplined effort with the ball. We'll have a look at the bowling card, and that's where probably we can get a better picture. The spinners once again, look, all 4 spinners used did produce wickets for them. Nilansh Keswani, Rahul Bhatia, Mohammad Farooq, Aryan Lakra, all of them getting a wicket apiece. And I think if, like you mentioned, the bowling would have been used to the optimum level, they could have probably seen a different result. But I think at the end, Fujairah winning the game quite comfortably. Did have a scare in the middle, but Nasir Faraz and Salman Khan did a wonderful job. 9.1 overs is all it took for Fujairah to win this game.
Yes, I think there you go. The 2 bowlers, the 2 fast bowlers were the ones who were expensive. 17 given by Abdul Malik, and then Shahid Nawaz also giving 17 runs in his 1 over. So that has clearly shown and indicated that the fast bowlers won't have much to do in the game today, especially on this wicket. Let's look at the highlights of the second innings and how Salman Khan gave them those important runs. He was very sensible in the beginning, making sure he just places the ball in the gap and made sure that he uses the pitch to his advantage. That was a peach of a delivery from Nilansh up front to dismiss Reis, who was out on the very first ball of Nilansh's over. And the fast bowlers were taken for runs, and rightly so. It was short and wide, and this pitch didn't have much to offer to the fast bowlers, and they were taken to the cleaners, especially by Salman Khan, who was very strong on the onside. You see, all the balls that were bowled on the off were also hit towards the onside, and some late touches, some deft touches, and some beautiful cover drives as well, making sure that the men in green were in that chase all throughout the 10 overs. Those hits were very important, those loose deliveries, making sure that they get those runs as well. That was a wicket of Hafiz Almas, and then Nasir Aziz was also out on a peach of a delivery. Nasir Faraz there, and this is the winning shot from the bat of Umar Ali Khan. And there again, we missed that dance before, but he makes sure that we don't miss it. Umar Ali Khan, he's so fond of camera and so fond of this game as well. Match summary: Dubai batting first, getting to 81 in the allotted 10 overs. They could have gotten to 1995 had they planned that innings, but that 81 was also made to look very difficult for Fujairah, because they bowled really well in patches, especially the spinners for Dubai were really wonderful. Aryan Lakra, Nilansh Keswani, Rahul Bhatia all doing well and getting wickets as well. Salman top scoring for Fujairah with 34 runs of 19 deliveries. Nasir Faraz scoring 21 of 21, and Reis scoring 11 of 5. Fujairah winning the game by 6 wickets. Well, Rashid, what do you think? Where did Dubai falter?
Well, there's a few points you can talk about. Look at the difference between Safir Tariq and Salman Khan. Both of them faced similar deliveries, 19, but the difference of number of runs between the two, I think that's one place where you can make those differences count. And then also the bowling. I think that's where, like you mentioned, the optimum bowling options used weren't really given a chance. So Fujairah leading the Roos now with 12 points, 7 matches, 6 wins, and 1 loss that came last night. Abu Dhabi very closely behind them at 8. Emirates Red at 8 as well. They're the new entrants into this tournament, and what a way they've started their proceedings. Sharjah on 4 alongside Dubai, and Emirates Blues on 4 as well. Ajman at 2. That's surprising after their very good effort in the D50 tournament.
Well, yes, there is a big gap between the top 3 and the other 4 teams. You see there, the top 3 on 8, the other on 4 and 2. Hopefully that changes today, as we are all set for the post-match presentation. We've got Faizan out there with the player of the match.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 21. Thanks to the comms for throwing it here. Officiated by Shami Mebi and Ali Kamran. The match that was comfortably eventually won by Fujairah with 5 balls to spare and winning it by 6 wickets. We are here for the Man of the Match award. Next to me is Mr. Iftikhar Ali, the match referee of this game, and he has adjudged Haider Ali as the Man of the Match of this particular game. Brilliant performance from Haider Ali. 2 overs, 9 runs, picking up 2 wickets on a slow, dry surface. Absolutely beautiful to watch. Stifled the batting unit. Haider, कुछ अलग ही रंग आज आपकी गेंदबाजी में दिखाई दे रहा था.
बिस्मिल्लाह, सबसे पहले अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ क्योंकि ये सब अल्लाह की तरफ से है. हम सिर्फ मेहनत कर सकते हैं तो रिजल्ट जो है वो अल्लाह देता है.
किस तरह का एक्साइटमेंट देखने को मिला जब आपने विकेट पर पहली नज़र डाली थी, बिकॉज ड्राई विकेट आपकी गेंदबाजी को सूट करता हुआ विकेट था आज.
एक्चुअली दिन में मैचेस हैं तो दिन में यहाँ पे स्पिनर को थोड़ा हेल्प आउट मिलता है, तो मेरा यही था कि मैं अपना स्ट्रेंथ पे रहूँगा और उसी में अल्लाह ने मुझे कामयाबी दी.
ऑलराइट, अभी लंबा टूर्नामेंट है, अभी काफ़ी मैचेस बचे हुए हैं. फुजैरा इज सिटिंग प्रीटी ऑन टॉप. व्हाट डू यू वांट टू से अबाउट दैट?
इंशाल्लाह हमारी कोशिश यही होगी कि फ़ाइनल खेलें और फाइनल जीतें, क्योंकि हमारी बॉलिंग भी बहुत अच्छी है और हमारा जो कम्बिनेशन स्पेशली बना हुआ है वो बहुत अच्छा है, तो इंशाल्लाह वी लुकिंग फॉर फाइनल.
ऑलराइट, ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ द गेम्स. ग्रेट परफॉर्मेंस टुडे हैदर. थैंक यू. Well, that's it from the Man of the Match presentation here for match number 21. We have a next game coming up in just a bit.